Hiya! Welcome! I have a Funko Pop to unbox today. A little bit of an unusual purchase for me, this, as it's a character that doesn't really fall into any categories or any lines that I collect. Technically, this is in the Icons line. It's a little bit like an ad icon, but not, hence why it's not in the ad icons line. It's a little bit like a cartoon character, but it's not an animation, so it can't be in that line either. I need to get it open and show you, really, don't I? This is from Hull Pops. A week and a half ago or so, they had 10% off site-wide. I thought I'll get this because it just looks a really cool figure and it had been catching my eye for a long time. I heartily recommend Hull Pops. They are one of my affiliates, so please go down and show them some support by clicking the referral link in the description here, and then you can get yourself a nice 5% discount at any time, and it will also help me out as well. And of course, Hull Pops. Support your small businesses during this time of national crisis. Hopefully there will be no crisis once I get this box open with my trusty yellow knife. There's a rat in me kitchen, what am I gonna do? There's a rat in me kitchen, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna fix that rat, that's what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fix that rat. Yeah. And now, let us have a Lizzle! Woo! The normal price of this was £20 and then £5 postage, a couple of quid off basically. So this was £22.99, I think. So not the cheapest Funko Pop that I've ever bought, but it is a very special one, and you'll soon see for why as we get this box open. Hull Pops advertise their shipping as being bomb-proof, by the way. We have the obligatory Hull Pops flyer. An invoice there, I won't bother looking at this now. Lots of newspaper, and the pop itself is wrapped in bubble wrap. So some great packaging here from Hull Pops. Never been anything less than delighted with how they ship their items. I'll get this out fairly carefully without getting a load of newspaper on the floor. Oh well, that's that idea gone for a Burton. Yeah, this pop is in bubble wrap. So I'll get this open and then we can have a proper look at this most unique of figures. Certainly unique for my collection. Oh, and Hull Pops have given me a free pop protector as well. That's great. Wasn't expecting this. You can order additional protectors for, I think it's £1 extra when you purchase a Funko from Hull Pops. But at times they'll just sometimes bung one in for free, and this is one of those times. The Funko Pop I now have in my collection is Ratfink, glow in the dark. An unusual character this, but one that's just been catching my eye for a long time now. Certainly since the summer convention last year when this originally came out in San Diego. There's a couple of other variants of this. There's like a sort of dark, what do you call it, grey or even black chrome, and a sort of darky green chrome. This is the one they had at Hull Pops, and this was the one that interested me the most anyway. And when I found that I could get 10% off, I thought, yeah, I've been looking at this for long enough. I like it, let me just buy it, even though the character is not someone I'm overly familiar with, but we'll talk about that in a little minute. Obviously the box itself is going to be in mint condition. It has come in one of Hull Pop's pop protectors, but I will get him out temporarily. I think Ratfink here is going to be an inbox pop for me. He's number 15 in the Icons line. Now Ratfink is classed as the anti-Mickey Mouse, or anti-Mickey Mouse, however you want to pronounce it. Anti just makes it sound like he's related to Mickey. This was a character that was invented by a man, I think his name was Big Daddy Ed Roth, around the 1950s I think, as like a mascot for custom cars. There was like a customised cars craze doing the rounds. I think it originated in California in the 1950s. And Ratfink was invented as like a decal for these cars, and I think a lot of bikers ended up adopting him as sort of like a mascot as well. So not a character that I'm massively familiar with, but look how cool he looks. Look, just really anarchic, and really speaks to me that this is quite a counterculture sort of brand, Ratfink. And of course the pop itself, the figure, looks absolutely marvellous, so we'll get him out. And as you can see, he does glow in the dark, and hopefully I will be able to demonstrate that very shortly. But here comes Ratfink. A little bit of a scent to him. He is glow in the dark. He's kind of a very day-glow green colour. His eyes are bulging, look. Just sort of really kind of gross, and I don't know, even though this is a character that really came to prominence in the 50s and 60s, there's something very kind of 1980s alternative comedy about him. I don't know. I look at Ratfink and I think of Special Patrol Group, the hamster from The Young Ones. I know it's a different animal, both rodents, but I don't think anyone really knows Ratfink in the UK. There'll probably be some car racers and bikers and people who will all know of him in this country, but generally this is really quite an obscure sort of character, much more well known in America, but even then it's more on the fringes of society. But I love his red overalls that say RF on the front and then reversed on the back, and then in his left hand he's got a can of oil, and in his right hand he has a spanner or a wrench, however you want to say it. Of course, there he has his little tail, and he's got a little bandage on the end of his tail. He's got a little tuft of hair as well. Right, let me see if we can shine him up on camera. If this doesn't work very well, I'll insert some footage in a darker room in a minute. It's quite bright in here, I'm not sure this is going to come across very well in here. You can see him glowing a little bit, but he's going to look a lot better in a more darker environment. I'll put some more footage in. Yeah, I really like this. I think this is a really cool, unique figure. Nothing really like what I've got in my collection. Someone who never really caught on outside of America, I don't think. And someone who really existed not as a comic strip character or an animated cartoon or anything like that, but just as a decal design for boy racers in California. It's unique to me, and it's just a cool looking figure as well, and that's why I like this so much. So thank you to Hull Pops. Once again, you have outdone yourself with your packaging and your service. Always appreciated. Like I say, don't forget to check out the affiliate link down in my description here. And also there is affiliate links for Culture Freak and All Things Vinyl as well. Thank you to all of my subscribers, all of my patrons, and all of you who have watched this video. It's always much appreciated. I'm going to go now, and I will be putting Ratfink back in his box very shortly. And I do hope that all of you will join me again next time for my next Funko Pop unboxing video. Cheers everyone. See ya!